What is up, guys? Giants9001 here with another FIFA 17 formation guide / review. This one's going to be focusing on the 4-3-1-2 formation, which is a really solid formation with a bunch of midfielders that could really help you guys out, especially in possession. As always, though, make sure to check out all my previous formation guides as well as my tutorials guides, so everything in FIFA 17, including attacking, defending, passing, you name it, I got it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future ones. So we're going to start off like we always do with the best instructions and the ideal players for this formation. For the left back and the right back guys, tell them to stay back while attacking. As always, make sure these guys have at least 85 pace and at least 80 defending. If you can get those two stats higher, the better it is. Then we move over to the center back guys, and you just want to leave them on their default instructions, which is to stay back while attacking. Very important that you get really solid center backs with at least 70 pace and at least 80 to 85 defending. The higher the defending and the physical stats, the better. You really want these big guys there that can really protect against any goals. Then we move over to the center mids, guys. There's 3 different center mids in this formation. I tell 2 of these players, the ones that are most effective in the defense, that have the best defending stats and the best physical stats, I tell them to stay back while attacking. And then the other player, which is more of a center attacking mid, more of an attacker that you're going to score some goals with or possibly push up with, I don't tell them to have any instructions at all. 2 of these players, guys, try to get them to around 70 defending. So even though there's no center defensive mid in this formation, you still have these 2 players that are really basically playing that center defensive mid position, because they'll help out, they'll stay back a bit, and they'll help out on the defense. Then you got one of them that's more to help out in the attack, and that's why you don't tell them any other instructions. Then we move over to the center attacking mid, and this one you guys want to make sure that you tell him to stay forward and that he's got good passing stats. Usually you want to have at least 80 passing with this guy. Try to get him to facilitate those strikers. Since you have those 2 strikers, so you got to take advantage of it. Then lastly, guys, the strikers, I tell one of them to stay central and get in behind, usually the faster one of the 2. And then the other one, I tell him to stay central and to be the target man. You want to have great strikers. It's where most of your goals are going to be coming from. Since you don't have any wingers, you really have to take advantage of your strikers. Make sure they got good shooting stats, good dribbling stats, and some pretty good pace. Definitely recommend this formation. It's one of those formations that is really good for possession, really a bunch of midfielders, so you can really get a budget squad with this formation, since usually midfielders just aren't as expensive as some winger formations. Just a solid team for passing and for good defense if you have the right players. So what are the pros and the cons of this formation? The pros, really good for possession, really good spacing and passing abilities for this formation. You got 2 strikers, so you got an opportunity to score a bunch of goals. A con, though, is that there is no wingers, so you really have to rely on those strikers to score your goals, because usually the midfielders, they're not going to be too great at scoring. They're more facilitators, so you're going to rely a lot on those strikers. You got to make sure you have really good strikers. Also, there's no CDM, but again, if you put the right players there in those center mid positions, you really won't need a CDM, since 2 of them will play mostly like a CDM. How do you use this formation? I like to do it through the middle, attack through the middle, use those midfielders. Again, it's one of those formations where midfield is what your strength is, so make sure to get the ball to those midfielders, pass the ball. Even those midfielders that you tell them to stay back while attacking, more defensive minded, don't be afraid to pass with them. Pass through the middle, try to get the ball to those strikers. Try to get the ball to the center attacking mid, and then him look for those strikers. Again, those strikers are going to be the ones that score the goals, so constantly be looking for them. Alright, now I'm going to show you some examples of me using this formation in the game with Atletico Madrid. Here's my first example. Beautiful pass, once again through the middle. Watch all the players making those runs. Caught the defenders by surprise there, Griezmann. Great shot there, great long shot. Make sure to get in behind there, do some runs, wait for those players to make those runs, wait for those strikers to get into those open positions, and look for them with either one of the other strikers or with those center attacking mids and those midfielders, but really try to dominate through the middle. This isn't one of those formations that you're going to want to score through the outside. There's no wingers, again, like I said, so it's not going to be too useful to attack through the outside. You really want to attack through the middle and with good quick passing. Alright guys, that's the end of this formation guide. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, share with all your friends. Click on one of these boxes, check out some of my other series, including my tutorials, my top 5 videos, like my top 5 skill moves, my ultimate team videos, and my formation guys. And of course, click in the middle to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future tutorials or tip videos. Thank you guys so much.